Welcome back.
Welcome back. Our van is a little bit over a year old, believe it or not, and we absolutely love it. But there's a few things we want to tweak and change.
Yeah, so we've taken it back to the factory.
A few little warranty things too, just minor things. It's been at the factory for a week now, so in this episode we're going to show you what we had done.
Yeah, come and have a look.
So we've dropped the van back down to the Kokoda factory in Melbourne. It's in the heart of Melbourne. Now, for the work that we needed done, they wanted the van for a week. So this is our home, so we had to find somewhere to live. So we have some very dear friends who we stayed in their house, in a real house, in a bed, for the week while they did the work to the van. So while we were in Melbourne, the Melbourne Caravan and Camping Show was on. So we went down there for a day to have a look at all the new gadgets and what have you. It's very overwhelming. It is a huge show. And to be honest, we didn't find anything that we needed because we're very comfortable with our setup. But we did run into some fellow YouTubers. So we met Bianca and Grant from Living Like Kings. We met Derek from Just Vanning It. We have met Derek and Sue several times before, but it was nice to see him again. And we met Sarah and Keelan. So, yeah, that was great to meet up with those guys, and we did have a good day at the show. So the van is just over a year old. We got it in October 2024, and we absolutely love it. We couldn't imagine upgrading. As you know, we don't have sponsorship from Kokoda. There's no contract, no monetary arrangements at all. It's just that we love the brand and are passionate about it. So, you know, everything that we do to the van is our money. So I couldn't think of upgrading just yet. We just love it so much. So for those of you with airbags, we love our airbags, as you know. But this is a little tip because our drain button stopped working. So we had a backup warranty. They had to give it a good clean out.
Yeah, because it didn't work. So we tend to use it often, but they recommend using it daily to make sure no debris gets stuck in the line when it's draining, you know, like bugs tend to nest and stuff like that.
Yeah, so after every dirt road, which, as we said, we used it regularly, but yeah, use it more often. So those of you who don't use your drain button, start using it because it can fill up with muck. And yeah, we had to get it cleaned. The guy came in from Tico and did whatever he did, but she's going again now. There were also a couple of things that Kokoda did to the van which we didn't know they were going to do. So they actually pressure tested the van too. It was when we picked it up, we noticed all the dribbly watermarks down here. And Glenn pointed it out and he said, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, we pressure tested the van. Which surprised me, being an ex-core van, because there's no timber or anything in these vans and, you know, the chance of rot is next to zero. But apparently they do still pressure test them because the silicon that they use can degrade. So over time, so, you know, this is only a year old, so obviously there was no problems, but as part of your regular annual checks, yeah, they do a pressure test. So that's good to keep in mind too, because I thought that was only on timber vans. Another thing we did while we were in Melbourne for the week, we visited IKEA. Now, we don't see those stores while we're travelling, obviously, but in Melbourne, we actually went down when we built the van, and it was really fun. We bought lots of gadgets for the new van, so I wanted to visit, and we bought a couple more things, so I'll take you inside and show you. Glenn was happy to go back, weren't you, Glenn?
I was happy to go back, yes.
No, you did moan a little bit. Oh, yes. Yeah. But anyway.
I didn't see Sven. Sven from Sweden.
So you might remember from our initial walkthrough video, Glenn made me this sink cover, which we bought from IKEA. It was one of those things that goes over your lounge handle. and we've been using it for over a year.
Yeah, it's supposed to curve.
He's made it solid on the bottom, but you'll also see it's gone mouldy, which I don't like. So we went to IKEA to look for a couple more, and I thought even if he changes them every 6 months, it's been fantastic. You just put cut it down, super glued some of the pieces to make it solid.
So that was stage 1.
Right. To cover the massive sink that we've got and give us more bench space.
Stage 2.
We bought this instead, only because we couldn't find more of those wooden things at IKEA this time.
Yeah.
But we found this thing instead. So it is a proper sink cover, and it's obviously much more sturdy. You could chop things on there now. Before, I just used it as a place light things on there. But no, this thing, it's obviously a bit heavier and sturdier, so we'll see how that goes. $25 from IKEA. And the first time we went to IKEA, we bought these little sensor lights to put inside the pantry. And they light up those shelves beautifully. So I wanted a couple more for the bottom section. Glenn's bought 2 more lights, but we can't put them in as yet, can we, Glenn?
No, we're waiting for the rechargeable batteries to come. And they're Eneloop batteries. But buy the Eneloop Pros if you do that, because they last longer than the normal.
We made the mistake the first time.
Yeah.
We bought...
You don't recharge them too often, but the Pros are good.
Yeah. A Culverton, and it's a rechargeable light which fits perfectly in the pantry. So while we were in Melbourne as well, our lovely friend who we were staying with, she's a sewer. So I got her to put some little hooks on my tea towels, because during travel before, when we had them just draped like that, they would fall off in travel. So that's wonderful. It's just the simple things. A little hook. She's done 4 or 5 tea towels for me. That'll be great. So another thing that you wanted changed, Glenn, that light is one strip light. Yep. We can't, it's too bright at night time. So Glenn wanted a separate little light put on there, which they've done for us.
Yep. In the meantime, we had this rechargeable one,
which we'd been using, which is just a touch on and off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Touch on it. And it did the job, but it does need recharging all the time. So this time, so now they've put on, we can choose whether both of us want that overhead light at night, or if I go to bed, Glenn can use his, which has got a blue light in it as well, and just point it down to what you're reading. Because we don't read in bed.
They're switchable now, the LEDs.
So there's another one of those LED lights over here. And they've just made it how we can have one on, not both. So it's a little bit more user-friendly now. So if you saw our 12-month review of the van, you'll remember that I am disappointed with the fabric in the dining chairs. I love it, but I don't like the lounge fabric. It's beautiful to touch. It's beautiful to sit on. It's very soft and comfy.
You don't stick to it.
You don't stick to it like you do vinyl, but it's so impractical for being on the road full time. I ordered it. It was my choice, and I made that very clear. But I didn't realise that it was like a suede, and I thought it was going to be like a vinyl. So much to my surprise, I was contacted by Trevor, the owner of Kokoda, and he very generously offered to change the fabric on the lounge for me. So very kind of him, because it was my mistake. I chose it. It wasn't their mistake. So this is what I thought I was getting in the first place. So it's a vinyl. Now, I know fabric, what I had was beautiful, but not practical. This is so much more practical for keeping clean and travelling full time, so you can actually wipe it down. I was paranoid about the other fabric, just, slopping your food on it. It was Scotch guarded and all the rest, but it just wasn't practical. It was already getting sweat stains on it, and we've only had the van a year. So this is going to be much easier to keep clean. Now, the colour that I chose, I matched it to our drop bear storage pockets. There's another one with our TV gadgets, and we've got another one down here with our laptop. But the colour of those drop bear pouches is mushroom, drop bear storage, and this fabric is mushroom. I'm guessing it's even the same type of fabric. So yeah, we've managed to blend it all in really nice. Thanks very much, Trevor and the Kokoda team. Very much appreciated. I love my new fabric. So this is one of those other things that Kokoda did that we didn't know they were doing. So underneath our bed, ignore the mess. Everybody's under bed is messy, but I'll show you what they did.
So under here we have the big inverter, battery charger. We have got 3 solar controllers, control box for the display, as well as all your isolation switches and fuses.
It gets quite hot under there.
It gets quite warm under here. We haven't had a problem, but other people have. And so they've put a little thermo fan in there, or a computer fan, should I say. And
they did that without us asking. So there's the fan in there.
Yeah. And added a vent to the front so it can draw air in. But yeah.
So yeah, that was a nice surprise. So it is a lot cooler under the bed now. So if there is wine under there,
ooh,
it will be safe.
Yep.
Don't usually have wine under there.
No.
Now we made an impulse decision and we decided to change our steps. You might remember we had the triple pull-out extension steps.
Which creaked and groaned and...
You all right, grab that. Oh, still tripped. Lucky it's only an overnighter. Always annoyed Glenn.
A little bit soft underfoot, so...
No matter how much you'd sprayed them with the WD-40 or whatever you used, they were always squeaking. So, look what we've got now.
So these are called an aeroplane step. So, unlock them and
they lock
them
into
out.
place for travel. And then they drop down. Look how sturdy that is.
Testing 1, 2.
No squeaks, no groans. So very happy with that. Our muck mat fits the bottom too. We've got a little bit of a makeshift something on that top step's a bit bigger than a normal muck mat.
But these were in development when we first went to the factory and took delivery of the van. Yeah. So they weren't out in the marketplace.
We actually walked up a van that was a prototype when they were in production and really loved them. So these stairs are a significant upgrade. They are a couple of $1,000s.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
So yeah, they're not cheap, but you know, this is our long-term van, and just, you know, we're very happy with that purchase.
You don't want to break your neck going in and out the van.
It was difficult before, carrying 2 cups of coffee out in the morning and having to grab the handles and
or
what have you.
wine.
Well, I don't have 2 glasses of wine as a rule.
No. 2 bottles.
Yeah. You're a smart ass.
So they come with this little extension. You pull the pin out and move them up and down as you see fit.
Depending on how the ground is where you've parked.
And we're always parked on uneven ground.
We are, so we've got them as far as they can go.
Yeah.
And to lock it in.
And to lock it in, you lock it in like that.
And it locks in behind the door, so it's not going anywhere in travel.
No.
Shut the door on it, and off you drive.
Oh, I can't shut the door.
Well, we're hooked in at the moment, but yeah, that's how simple it is. So very happy with our aeroplane steps. The hot water system, Glenn.
Yes,
what was happening when we turned it on?
It was firing up and then turning off, and then firing up and then turning off. So.
And it wasn't windy, because that can happen in the wind.
So we contacted Swift, because this is a Swift system, not a Suburban. And he gave us instructions how to pull it apart and clear the little jet, which supplies the gas.
So it's actually quite a simple fix. It's a bit fiddly,
it's
definitely not a warranty job.
You need a special tool.
Like a paper clip.
Paper clip. No, it's a nappy clip, isn't it?
No, it's not. We don't have nappies anymore, Glenn.
It's a safety.
A safety pin, not a paper clip. That's it.
We have been told by the Swift guys of one way of rectifying it. Okay, take that cover off. Now, this won't work for Suburbans as far as I know. And pull. Now you can remove this little tube and you clear the jet.
Simple as that.
Simple. Putting it back together. It slips on there. This one is the bottom one. And this one is the top one.
So obviously to pull it apart you do all that in reverse.
Yep.
And what about that red wire that's hanging there doing nothing?
I'll plug that onto that as soon as I can reach my screwdriver.
So you can see it is a little bit fiddly. Unscrew it all and then just stick a needle in it. But we thought we had a genuine problem and we were having cold showers for quite a while till we got in contact with Swift, and simple fix. So hopefully that helps you guys too.
So with the stone guards, they come with this little clip, and me being paranoid about losing clips, I've put a little lanyard on. So I just got them off eBay, stainless steel lanyard, and you hook them through the clip and anchor them to one of the bolts. I've anchored the bolt behind here on this one. And so if I ever pull it out and clean the van, I don't lose the clip.
So while we're doing this video, it's
Yeah,
not
we
really a
thought we might as well.
caravan mod, but we'll talk to you about our towing mirrors.
Yes, towing mirrors. I wasn't real keen on forking out for another set of clear views. So we went to the Snap and Zaps. These Snap and Zaps come off pretty easy.
Just like that.
Just like that. Yeah, and we found these to be great.
We've had them now for well over a year.
Yeah, several of our friends have bought them as well. And
Free postage for
free
you guys,
postage,
for
yes.
our followers.
You've got to talk to Owen at K-Source Australia, and he'll arrange free postage
So
if
if
you're
you
a friend of Happy Campers.
Yeah, email him or phone him and just say Happy Campers Australia sent you to get Snap and Zaps, and he will look after you with free postage.
Yes.
What do they look like from the other side, Glenn?
They look like a mirror with a mirror.
So when I've been towing, I find it's much easier than the other ones that we had.
Yeah, if you look sideways, whereas the other ones you had to look up and down.
Yeah, so this is just more natural, I found.
Yep.
And lots cheaper too. Lots cheaper.
Yeah.
Like
And we're
$1,000 cheaper.
Yeah, $1,000 cheaper, yes.
Yes, Glenn doesn't like to spend his money, so I was thinking he was just being a bit of a tight ass, not wanting to buy the clear views. But anyway, it's turned out he's made a good decision because these Snap and Zaps,
Yeah, they've been great.
the way to go. So we hope we've given you a few things to check, or a few tips or tricks and whatever, ideas.
Yeah, anything like that.
Thanks for watching, guys.
So please like and subscribe as always.
Thank you. And we're going to see you guys on the road next time.
See you then.
Bye.